Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the cannabis and network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away. Cannabis connect the bonds we create. In the cannabis and network, we elevate. Leaves of green bring scenes serene. Life becomes a colorful dream. Inhale the peace, exhale the strife. Cannabis and network, give me life. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go.
Whoa. What's up, everybody? Hey, Mr. Agrofire, you got words on your face.
I ain't got no tattoos yet, so.
You got all kinds of words on your face and stuff. Thanks, Jolly Roger AR. All right, so we are relocating. We're in the car. We're always going somewhere and doing stuff.
We're live now.
We are live.
Yes, we are. I'm just telling my.
It's nice of you to feel everyone in Jericho.
Yeah. Hi.
Seeing as how so many feel, they are
not knowing already.
Privy to your personal business.
Right. You know, some people were guessing it. Some ladies already knew. They were debating it. They were like, they knew.
That thing's gonna beep.
We're gonna have some beeping and stuff. We're backing up.
What are we running over?
I don't know. Go forward.
Backup beeper on that thing?
Somebody put something on the ground.
What did I run over?
I don't know. Somebody put something on the ground and.
Oh, yeah. I'll go check. Watch
when in doubt, gas it out. Cole, how you been doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good. I just shared the heck out of this live stream we're doing. I see Gingy Beard here.
All right.
DB,
so we've got a package in 3 different places for that fella. So Cole's son won a package, and then my life went kaboom. I ended up in the hospital and then ended up in 3 different states with property. My belongings are in storage units and garages, and that's what we're just doing. Here's some storage units so you can't see them. We were visiting a storage unit to try to go through some stuff. We did find the slat mat. I am going to say, let's vote on them King Palms and tell you that after further review, King Palms are
just okay.
They're just okay. Being tobacco free is the way to be, but I'd rather smoke glass if you ask me. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that way. I don't like what's up, Renee? So I don't like cigars and I don't like nicotine, but Scuba Steve, his opinion was he just wasn't achieving the same level of elevatedness.
Well, that's always going to be the case when you go from smoking blunts to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a
Well, even with the amount, you get more in some of the King Palms. But now here's the thing: the perversion of the flavors. So the terpene packs, it screwed with the flavor of the pops, and I didn't like that. I liked giving them out to people. I'll say that was pretty cool. Walking around.
I didn't get any.
Joseph.
I didn't get any.
Did we forget to give Joe some? Hey Joe, we've been really high that entire East Coast
Joe
trip.
didn't get any because he didn't follow us back to the car because he took us to that one dispensary. Now, what was crazy is meeting that one guy that already knew me in New York. That was weird.
Yeah.
But we already talked about that.
Yeah. Hi.
Renee says hi. Jolly Roger says hi. Jolly Roger congratulated us. Renee's happy for us. Renee was one of those ladies that already knew. She was guessing. DB was one of those ladies that knew. She said she's not dumb.
Did I know?
Stevie Wonder
Joe
could
said
have
he
seen that
knew.
shit.
I knew.
Stevie Wonder could see that.
Oh.
Jolly Roger said I didn't know the breaking news, so I deleted the message. Sorry. Oh, yeah, the breaking news was on the video we had. If you don't know the breaking news, go watch the premiere. There's a music and everything. Check out our buddy, Ronnie D. Hunt. He's an awesome artist out of Springfield, Illinois.
You go above and beyond, you know that.
But I go above and beyond because I got a stalker that feels they have the right to know everything I do. Well, they wanted to know. Now they know.
Well, you don't want somebody to be disappointed.
Hey, listen, boys
You
and
don't want
girls.
to disappoint.
I'm gonna head out because I'm really
All right,
tired.
tell them where you're at, dickhead.
We got an early day tomorrow. I'm up in
Well,
Vermont.
hold on. Yeah, Jesus. Come on, I'm bouncing down
What are you doing?
We're on a river road. I'm bouncing around like a
Jesus Christ, Jack.
popcorn in a.
You muted him. What the fuck are you doing to Joe?
Ugh.
You made him disappear.
See you later, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Joe, what are you doing? What are you doing in Vermont?
We're prospecting up here in Vermont.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So,
Some friends of mine
which one are you at?
All across the country. What?
Which creek you at?
We're actually in the hotel. We're in Killington, Vermont.
Well,
and
no
we're gonna
shit,
go-
you're in the hotel, but which creek?
We're gonna go to Buffalo Brook tomorrow, down in Plymouth, and that's supposed to be loaded with gold. So we hear. So we're gonna give it a try down there.
That's awesome.
That's
Good luck,
awesome.
We'll take some pictures.
Yes.
I'll take some videos, and we'll see what we can come up with. But meanwhile, I'm really tired, and I got to get up early tomorrow morning. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Get you some rest, Joe.
Get some rest, Joey.
yeah, we're gonna try.
All right, brother.
All right. So wish me luck, and I'll see you all on the next time.
All right, man.
Good luck.
Take care.
Good luck, Joe.
All right. Take
All
care.
right, Joe. Have a good night, buddy.
All right. Good
Love
night.
ya.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Ooh, look at that.
Hey, what the fuck?
Hi, Kyle.
And then we got Mr. I Grow Fire solo and crazy.
All right.
I don't know about crazy, but definitely solo at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Anytime now, Jericho. Anytime. There you go. Attaboy.
This is my happy pipe, boys and girls. This means I got
Nice.
hash in the house. This is my hash pipe. I only use it for hash. It's a very specialized type pipe. It holds several screens. So as the oil from the hash drips down, it hits other screens.
What's
But
up, DB?
Where's my? Oh, behind me.
anytime I get really good hash, I'm in a good mood.
What are you looking for?
Tripod.
How shoes will make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one of them. I don't know where the other one is right at the moment.
It's in the where free my weed man bag.
Can you reach the
Hey, man.
man bag?
Doing great. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? Too?
What's up, Dwayne Gray? Welcome in.
That's no banjo picking friend of mine, man. He's a good dude. He's like a brother to me.
Cole, how's Peter doing?
Peter's doing good. He actually ran down to the store to get a few necessities for the night. You know, munchies.
I was gonna say.
Why'd you unbuckle me?
So I can move Mom's bed back. You don't hear what I said.
You were down there.
You want to go down
Yeah, on the rock.
there? Okay. Oh, you go down on the rock.
Everybody wished Dwayne a speedy recovery. He got a little fender bender with a car. The problem was he don't drive a car. Well, he does, but he was on a sled, on a scooter, a motorcycle.
Oh no!
And so he got a torn ACL and torn meniscus, and they just fixed, I believe, the ACL. And he's currently going through physical therapy and, you know, being a champ about it and doing what you got to do to get things right, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of himself. He's a tree climber by trade.
Oh man, so, that's rough.
Yeah, it's real important that everything goes just.
Ooh, tree cutter.
Tree climber, cutter, yeah. And he's an arborist.
I think I saw operator. I meant.
And like one of the best in the area. You know what I'm saying?
I did that for years and years and years.
Yeah.
It's such a dangerous line of work.
So.
Yeah.
And I was lucky. We have bucket trucks.
Hot dogs in the house. So this is what Southwest Wisconsin looks like.
Nice.
This is where I come from, Kyle. This is what the where I grew up fishing. It's my favorite cat fishing hole right here. This is also the deadliest river in Southwest Wisconsin.
Really? Why is it so deadly?
Undertow. Fall in and knocks you down. You fall in, you will die unless you know how with undertow. And
I was watching something on the Mississippi River the other night, and that's what they were talking about on that river. Certain areas.
Yeah. Well, I took some interesting video for you of that as well. It looks like it's reversed. It is reversed because that's to my right.
No, that's correct.
That's correct.
And that's to my left. But either way, it's pretty neat. But see, they got some nice hills. It's not flat like Illinois and Nebraska and shit.
Yeah.
I hit the exit solo layout, damn it.
Yeah, I live real close to a set of mountains. Actually, Dwayne Gray, he lives right at the beginning of these mountains called the Cascade Mountains in Washington. Yep. And there's a real popular ski resort up there called Stevens Pass. And people go skiing there quite often. Matter of fact, Dwayne's a regular visitor with him and his sons. He's got some amazing kids that are just true gentlemen. These young boys, you know what I'm saying? But
what's up, Alaskan Assassin Adventures?
Type of kids you don't see stuck in an Xbox so much as you do stuck outside doing something. You know what I mean? And you can tell they're into that way more than anything else. You know, so they're good kids, yeah. And
Yep.
Can't remember where I was going with that because I'm stoned right now.
A non-electronics junkie kid is a rarity.
Oh yeah.
So over the weekend, over the weekend we took the kids tubing with Wisco weed and water, and
Yeah.
Jessica caught her first ever flathead, her mud cat, and then
Nice.
the next night she caught a big old fat channel cat,
Nice.
female.
Yeah.
She's got touch sensory issues, and it was wiggling and slimy, and she had some fun.
That's nice.
She says no.
So that never bothered you before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going out fishing off the Oregon coast let me see, on the 19th of this month. So in 9-10 days here. I'm going we go deep sea fishing for lingcod and black rockfish out in the Pacific Ocean.
Hell yeah.
So a buddy of mine and I get the boat and head out and see what we can do.
Shingo's both was decent sized.
Yeah, both were decent sized cats. They were eaters.
Oh yeah.
And I caught this one catfish that was a female.
Yeah, the channel cat was a female, and they're in spawn here, so we let the female go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on her phone, so she was chatting with mine.
I'm trying to find my freaking sweater.
Yeah, we're getting beat up by the skeeters.
Huh.
But hey, you know what? We don't have the 37 varieties of ticks they got in North Carolina and Virginia. We only got 2, deer ticks and wood ticks.
The ones that give you Lyme disease, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
But not that freaking gall, that fucking
Rocky Mountain
What
spotted
the
fever.
Fuck is that?
Yeah, we got the
or the one that makes you can't eat meat.
The tick?
Yeah. None of that fucking I can't think of what it's called. We talked about it the other day.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that shit that makes you can't eat the meats.
Them little red
That
ticks
sounded bad.
Yeah.
that are like itty bitty little fucking, look like little specks. And you cue in on them, they're little itty bitty little red
Alpha
ticks.
gal syndrome. There you go. Bam.
Alpha gal.
They're all Bill Gates ticks.
The Bill Gates ticks.
Now, anybody ever lived far enough in the south that they ever get that bug on them called a chigger?
Yep. They have them up here.
Oh, they're horrible.
Yeah, so I can walk down to the sandbar down here and get my feet covered with chigger bites, then
Yeah.
have to have her take me to Dollar General and get some clear fingernail polish and then paint my feet with clear fingernail polish to kill them little bastards. What's up there in Kingston? Or go to the gas station and just dump gas all over my feet, then walk back in the water to get it cleaned off. That's only 2 ways to kill them bastards.
Yeah.
Diesel fuel, fingernail polish.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're horrible little buggers.
And see, I've worked outside my whole life pretty much, and I've never experienced them.
Oh man. Hey, you want to try it?
From what I understand, they're not shit eaters, so
Subscribers.
generally pretty safe.
I have a couple of subs that have alpha gal. It sucks. Why does it suck?
Because you can't eat meat. No oven meat.
Oh!
The chicken, you can eat chicken or turkey or fish.
I thought it meant like an alpha girl because I was reading it wrong.
Oh, because of the... You pervert.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what he's into.
You might not want to know.
Fucking know.
You might not want to know.
Jolly Roger, just so you know, in the perverted lifestyle, subs and then the alpha gal could be like a whole different sex thing. You never know, buddy.
Well, I know it's a sex thing, but he needs to know it's a sex thing.
Yeah, that's a sex thing, buddy. That's where your wife puts this thing on and
See, we don't do that shit like down here like that.
He
That's
says
not how that works. Call me old fashioned.
Jolly Roger goes, HoodBilly life, I am into hot chicks. Subs are cool too. He had to walk away. He's laughing his fucking ass off.
Hey, we don't judge, man. We just may do shit a little different over here in these parts. Kind of traditional, old school.
Oh, here's the worst part of my day. So earlier today we came down here for lunch, and this is gonna be bad. So I asked her. I says, "Did you know they?" I says, "Did you know they used to have a road here that went from the boat landing to the airport?" I says, "Oh wait, you weren't born yet."
I don't know.
Kyle's just like, I'm gonna shut my mouth and look away.
Mine's 8 years younger than me. I can't say shit.
Why would you feel the need to clear the air?
Once again, we don't judge, you know.
I can't find any of my shit.
The flies have come to North Carolina, he says. But yeah, no, so there used to be a road here.
Alright, do you have my blue red pen? Because I have lost that one on top of my white
Is
one.
he cutting out on you, Kyle?
He is.
Jericho, you're cutting out a little bit, buddy.
I need to not carry that. No, I wasn't cutting out. I was stuttering.
No, you're lagging a little bit and behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could be a little bit.
It's a
He
little
has
bit
a robot voice.
Yeah.
It's all good now,
Potentially.
Yeah.
My brain was lagging too, so it fits.
but That's
Cool.
been doing that since I met you. Talking about him goddamn brainless too.
Is everybody looking forward to the 250-year anniversary of America? And what are you guys doing for the 250-year anniversary of America?
Being on a boat.
We're going to be on a motherfucking boat.
Boats and hoes.
And boats and I ain't gonna have no hose there, but my cousin says those look like the rolling hills of Grant County. They'd be Crawford County, technically.
That video y'all sent me on the boat the other day, Jericho, was that you
Technically,
on Joe's boat?
technically, the other people on the boat could be hoes, I guess. Just not mine.
You'll have that on the big jobs.
Cause the hoe moved out and left me in North Carolina.
Remember what we said about
What? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
The shoe fits.
If the shoe fits.
Oh, tell them the best part.
Which one?
One where the guy she left it.
Oh, so I got a question. So if a woman were to leave a man, and the guy's a really nice guy that got abandoned. Well, that abandoned man, right? Well, anyways, he's a nice guy. Well, the broad that left him for this one dude that, he's a wife beater, a meth dealer, whatever. There's all kinds of allegations. Well, anyways, the guy that she left her, the nice guy, well, the guy that she moved in with and whatever, left that bitch, went back to his baby mama, but then the baby mama kicked that dude out anyways. But now that one lady is all alone and
karma did its thing, and
Way to go.
good job, Jolly Roger.
Nice job.
And now that person won't stop bothering me because they're unhappy. That's why I was getting stalked. And I'm mad, so I'm being an asshole.
Sounds like some sour grapes to me.
It does. I don't feel bad. I'm just saying I'm being an asshole. That's why I said, if you want to know what I'm doing, here's a video of me being happy.
Yeah.
Stop bothering me.
Fair enough.
I wish the best until the harassment.
Yeah.
Like, I was being all kinds of pleasant until the harassing.
Yeah.
Contacting people and demanding to know my where I'm at, who I'm hanging out with, asking all kinds of crazy questions.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Renee.
I agree.
Mm.
And just remember, kids,
Drugs?
drugs are bad.
Except for cannabis.
Except for weed. Weed's not a drug. Weed is a flower. It's
Right.
medicine. Don't do drugs.
Okay.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
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 I've been watching
Let's
South
see.
Park for the last month.
The way I figure it, if you can pluck it and use it, it's meant to be used. Like a blackberry, a blueberry, a rose, any other flower, you know. You can pluck it and use it. Well, why not use it? What the hell?
You are what you eat, so eat it warm.
You are what you eat, so eat it warm.
Right?
What's up, Mackie456? Okay. Yeah, so
Life's been hectic,
life's been a little bit hectic,
but fun.
but fun. Scuba Steve's in chat working on them breaks.
Get them breaks done. Chop, chop.
Got to get it done so you can go to work tomorrow.
I will say, we do have some other news. Mr. Agrofire, Joy from the Bronx, and Miss Jessica and I are going to be taking a sabbatical from the live stream for 90 days. We're going to need Scuba Steve, Wisco, Weed and Water, Cole, and a couple other of our good friends to run races and live stream for us from September through November while we go and work overseas. And that's all we can really talk about right now. But I will say that for those 90 days, we are going to be representing HoodBilly Life, the Cannabis Sewer Network in America.
Mm-hmm.
And we will make you guys proud. And we are going to do all kinds of pro-American fuckery. It's going to be amazing. And I'm just going to say, we appreciate you guys. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. And you got like that thing on your face. I don't like that. You're too pretty to have that thing on your face.
Oh my God, Jared.
Oh, shut up.
You're demented and virus.
So we're going to be gone from September through September, October, November, 90 days. But we will have, the show will go on. But other people like this awesome feller down below is going to have the ball in his court. We're going to have people running the show.
Yeah.
So you guys will still be able to go live and do cool shit while we're overseas doing some pro-Trump fuckery and
Nice.
nope. And the plants have started flowering in Ohio,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen. The plants have started flowering.
Scuba Steve, send me pictures. I want to see. I
Yeah.
want a new background picture.
Yeah, Steve, send pictures. DB says things that make you go,
That must be in a.
But yeah.
You know what I think would be interesting?
Hell, everybody should be going out to.
You know what I think would be interesting? A recipe for like a fruit juice or maybe a protein smoothie or something that's infused, you know, to whatever strength you'd like per serving, and call it the J&J Jungle Juice. Jericho and Jessica, you guys come up with the recipe, and I can, between me and Jolly, I bet you anything, we can come up with a recipe for a smoothie or a drink of some sort. But you got to come up with ingredients that people like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet we could do something.
J&J Jungle Juice.
I like ginger.
Yeah.
J&J
Good.
ginger juice.
I mean, we are gingers. She's a ginger. I'm a ginger. You're a ginger. He's a ginger. We're all a bunch of fucking gingers. So you got to have some gingers in that shit. And
Right.
ginger they say ginger is good for some stuff. No, we're all sober, Darren.
Yeah. I'm sober. I don't know.
Hashtag sober living. Hashtag no alcohol touch these lips.
Yeah. Kyle will take himself a nip here and there for some medicinal
I was
purposes,
gonna
but
say, yeah, I like to nip off a jar every once in a while, but I don't like jars that's got stickers on them, and I don't like them unless they got a magic marker writing on top of the damn lid. That's the only way I like it.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit from the store.
well, and that's what I was going. I seen that. I said, okay, well, I need some ginseng, some ginger. I was thinking a little bit of ginger, some ginseng, possibly. I got an idea.
Grab a couple different markets, the health market.
Yeah.
The weed.
Yeah, I got an idea already.
Yeah.
I've already got an idea.
We're gonna need it.
Yes, Agro Fire does only homebrew.
Yeah.
And I don't drink much. I mean, I can't tell you the last time. I'm pretty sure the last time I was like pretty shitty drunk was at a damn bachelor party like 4 years ago. So I prefer the ganja more than that these days.
Yeah.
I do like a little swig. Like I like a nip off a jar. You know, I can't go crazy with it. I'm a dad these days, so I ain't got time for that.
And you're too old for that shit. It hurts when you wake up in the morning now.
I went to
I don't go as hard on the pain either.
You taste the beach. I was like, yeah. This one went into the sand. You taste the beach.
Full experience.
So this Kyle, this feller asked me about moving to South Carolina. He's like, what are 5 reasons a fella shouldn't move to South Carolina for? And he was half Mexican. And I says, well, I said, this is going to sound racist. And I said, well, don't. He said, why? I said, because you're not. I said, don't.
I mean, there's a lot of Latinos in South Carolina. I mean, there's a lot of work, you know. So.
Oh no, he's going to be a truck driver. And I said, but here, he's got a blacked out fucking 300. I was like, drug dealer. And he's not. He's the whitest, soberest Mexican fella I've ever met. But you know, stereotypes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna get like, and he's like Myrtle. I was like, don't go to Myrtle Beach. I was like, I can just list off all kinds of terrible things about South Carolina. And he's like, I like Asheville, and I started laughing. I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? I was like, just don't.
There's no legal weed there, I don't believe.
No.
there's not.
No.
THCA for now. There's a bill. Jericho, did you get that video I sent
Yes.
you about?
So
I'm
I'm
federally try to reamend that.
all right. So here you go. Where's the media and assets?
News and views.
All right, here you go.
Yeah. 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 Headlines flashing, laws are clashing. HoodBilly life where the truth is splashing. From state to state, debates relate. Cannabis news, ain't no time to wait. Cannabis sue and networks on the case, keeping up the pace with news and views and a smoking embrace. From growing trends to market bends, HoodBilly's here where the story transcends. Legislators talking, regulations stalking, new strains popping, folks are flocking, dispensaries buzzing, profits are fusing, HoodBilly's blazing, always amazing.
All right, so in the news, Delta 8 is poison and everyone knows it. And now that they know it, they found out that they're putting it in gummies and they put it in edibles that look like candy for kids. Well, them cocksuckers that did that fucked us all, because now the feds have gotten involved. And for the good cannabis market and the good edible market, it's illegal. If they get that bill to pass federally, it's going to make it so you can't have edibles that are good for you. How's that make you feel, Fish and Gold, as a former edible maker for the good cannabis and medical market?
That is not a good idea. When I first got, as Ginger Beard can attest, one of the first markets I got into was the edibles for a Center for Palliative Care. And we made cookies and edibles and whatnot for a dispensary that then would give them to cancer patients, people going through AIDS, people going through it was strictly a medical market back then. There was no recreational at all, so they had to have a condition to even get medical marijuana in the first place. But what I tried to do is I tried to infuse as much THC as I could, if it makes sense, to each edible, because I know by experience, when my father, may he rest in peace, when he was going through cancer treatments, he could only eat small meals. So I try to put enough THC into one small meal that they would feel an effect, a sedative effect, and a pain relieving effect. I relied heavily upon indica strains, high CBD strains, oils, concentrates, very pure oils and concentrates, as a matter of fact. Stuff that was way more pure than what was common for the day. Because back in the day, everybody was making oil through a glass tube with butane. And the dispensary we were getting the oil from to make the edibles, they had a Tasmanian closed-end condenser. I got closed-end extractor. So it was a professional setup, and I was putting that in edibles, and they're selling them and actually donating them to some patients. But we made lots of edibles at home. My son has become quite the hand at doing it himself, making edibles, infusing butters, oils, things like this. DB, absolutely. RSO works for every cannabis need, because the thing is you have to activate your THC before you consume it. And activation of your THC doesn't happen until you decarboxylate the THC molecule. The THC molecule, if you look at it, like, let's say it's a round little molecule. And hold on, somebody's at my door. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey, Peter.
All right. So while he's busy, one of the things that I was looking at is okay, go ahead. He's back. I'll let him finish.
If you look at a THC molecule, if you will, say it's round, it's not, but it's encased by a carboxyl molecule which is basically H2O plus C. It's water plus a carbon molecule. So you have to dissipate one of those links in that molecule, you know, and you have to decarboxylate. You have to activate that THC. You have to get it ready for the body. When we smoke it, when we put heat to it, it gets it up to a temperature that makes it activate through the lungs. But when we eat it, it has to already be activated. Like RSO is already an active oil. The THC is readily available to your body. But when you use RSO, I always suggest people to use it with something fatty, like milk, even.
Peanut butter.
A lot of fat in it. Anything baked, you know, that has butter or oil.
I'm baked.
Yeah, right.
Baked like a potato.
Because you can take RSO and just.
And I got a lot of fat on me.
Well, you take an RSO and just put it on your finger like a rice-sized piece of RSO, and take it sublingually, and just let it sit there and absorb all the blood vessels under there. And
the most receptors are under your tongue.
Yeah.
That's right. Recycling in the house. What's up, Mr. Chris?
What's up, Chris?
DB used a gram of RSO a day during her chemotherapy.
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
That is the suggested amount for cancer treatment is 1 gram per day of RSO. And I don't know if anybody's ever watched there's a video on YouTube called Race for the Cure, the Rick Simpson story. And it's the story of Rick Simpson oil. Well, it's called Rick Simpson oil because he made it, popularized it. But my mom was making it the same product back in the 70s. They just called it hash oil, because that's what it is hash oil. It's just very activated. I remember even handling it. It would activate it to get to my skin. I'd get a little bit high just by handling it. Yeah. But it's very powerful, very strong.
It's like crude.
Yeah. You never see RSO?
My argument.
What's that?
My argument with the government is this.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin, a bill was put forth by the Democrats and a bill was put forth by the Republicans, individually asking for the same thing instead of working together. Both were fought and shot down. Bipartisan bullshit. The government needs to fuck off.
Yeah.
They need to let the people come together and let the people figure this stuff out on their own. There needs to be some form of regulation because this synthetic shit is killing people and poisoning people. This Delta 8 and Delta whatever, this THCP stuff that they're now selling is putting people into seizures right after smoking and eating it.
Yeah, it's not
like
good.
it's this shit's crazy. Now, I guess what I'm not understanding, what I'm not digging, is when people ask for regulations, it tells you something's wrong with the system. When people are saying, "Okay, we need you to regulate these Chinese people that are doing this shit in Oklahoma," like. We can't do nothing. All right, listen, you want it to be the Wild West, then I'm going to Wyatt Earp this motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you aren't going to do your job, what we pay taxes for, then it's time for me to be Doc Holliday. Because I got no problem. Like, if you're not going to, where does the point come that we can do our shit? THCA is the same thing Cheech and Tong told you about in Up in Smoke. It's tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. DB, that's to answer your question about that. And Kyle's going to show you some.
THCA.
Yeah.
But that's natural. THCA is natural. And it you decarboxylate it when you heat it up.
It's loophole lettuce. It's just they use a different testing method to get
Crystal, I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Well, another funny thing about edibles, Jericho, is the fact that when you smoke marijuana, THC is metabolized by your lungs. When you eat marijuana, it's metabolized by your liver. And it becomes 11-hydroxy metabolite, which is 4 to 5 times more psychoactive than THC. So that's why when you take a lot of people when they take edibles, they're like, "Wow, it just hit me so strong," because you're dealing with a totally different chemical there. It's still natural, it's still 100% organic, and everything's just, it hits you a lot stronger.
I fucked up and ate a 500 milligram gummy the other night because I figured it was like maybe a 50.
Yeah.
I got really lucky because I grabbed it and there was another one stuck to it. And I just about threw them both down because I figured, they're probably 50s, 60s. I threw the thing back. My old lady, all of a sudden, I hear her hollering, "Did you eat that whole gummy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Did you not read the bag?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "That's 500 milligrams." So it was.
Oh my goodness!
It wasn't too bad. I mean, I had a little moment where I had to fight through, but I didn't get the spins. I didn't get the overwhelming sense that I needed to go get in the bed and sleep at all. So
yeah,
it was pretty impressive. Then 2 nights later,
I'm allergic to Delta 8.
This wasn't Delta 8. No Delta.
Right. No, I'm saying like you and I discovered that. So we also, and then now Jessica discovered she's allergic to Delta 8. We had one little octopus gummy, and we both got violently ill. Why does my thing keep tilted? I don't understand.
Angie's like, it wasn't me.
Hi, Angie.
I mean,
hi, Jericho. Hi, Jess. You guys should see the puppies.
Hey.
Yeah, so Kyle, you want there's these new pit bull puppies that were born that we got to take care of right after they were born. They are the most fucking adorable puppies. They were like, where's the camera? They were like this fucking big. They were just the cutest little shits.
Wait until Chris sees his. Angie says that she's jealous that I picked her for him.
Now, why is it so toxic, Kyle?
I mean, other than the chemical process that they use for extraction and to convert, I mean, I said this for years when it first came out. We don't know we know what the outcome from consuming a large amount of THC does. We've had enough research behind that. We don't have any idea what consuming large amounts of a microcannabinoid. We have no idea what that'll do to the
yeah. Well, see, anytime you take something natural and you do something to muck around with it, that's not good.
No, it's not. Not at all. That's I never got into the Delta 8 products as far as sales and shit went. When CBD didn't do good, I figured it'd be time to step back and kind of figure out, there's always a reset in every market whenever it's new, because you always got a ton of people rushing to get in, and then you got a whole lot of new things you got to deal with because of that. Inexperienced growers, inexperienced labs, inexperienced testing facilities, just all the way around. Anytime you got a new industry, there's a lot of things that have to happen. Which
Good night, Chris.
A lot of people out of business. So, but I didn't like the process of Delta 8 personally, so it wasn't anything that I wanted to look into getting into as far as sales. I was really happy when THCA became available to sell to the shop, so that was when it was my cue to get back in.
Right there above you.
Okay. Either my phone computer's messed up or you're talking really low, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle, your volume decreased about 60%.
Yeah.
I had to turn my speaker up. Like, get my speakers all the way up because I could barely hear you.
Yeah.
Did you get a call come through, Kyle?
No calls tonight.
You put your hand in bird shit?
I just put my hand in bird shit.
Nice.
Ew. I just got
Hey, it's
done
good
playing
luck, right?
volleyball between 2 stores.
But we got about 10 minutes left for tonight's stream, and then we're gonna modoc. We gotta do some stuff.
Jericho, is that any better?
It is better.
It is better.
All
Much better.
My bad.
Oh.
I'm new.
All right, so Jolly Roger was messing with some synthetic gummies that I don't approve of.
Yeah.
Synthetic how?
The deltas.
Really,
Oh.
it really seems like most everybody that's doing it on a smaller level with a smaller milligram, they're not having any problems. But when they're going to get into those, those
Astronomicals.
Like the
yeah,
edibles
you know what I
and
mean?
shit.
Motherfucking Death Stars at like 500 milligrams. Not saying the Death Star's a Delta product. I'm just saying in reference if anybody knows what Death Stars are.
Yeah.
But that
I had
500
some of that
milligrams,
trail mix that we got, and that didn't do shit to me.
Yeah, so what I took was about a 500,000 milligram Whopper, but
I done about 850 milligrams the night before last. Now, that night was a completely different story. I didn't get the spins, but I had to talk to Jesus just for a few minutes.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I can't do edibles.
My friend Peter, he took 800 milligrams of edibles one time, spent the entire weekend basically just asleep, unconscious, stoned out of his gorge, and it helped him get through the DTs while quitting cigarettes. Not cigarettes. Nicotine. He was down to chewing those Zen packets, and he wanted to totally get off nicotine, but he didn't want to have to go through the DTs. So he just took 800 milligrams of THC and slept for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Yeah.
And whoever said you need to be awake when you're doing that?
Yeah, he says, whoever said you have to be awake while you're going through the DTs, man?
No.
Hell yeah.
My 25 milligrams is my limit on edibles. If that, Steven gave me a brownie about this big. I rocked that shit for 5 hours, stoned, couldn't move, sat on his best friend's toilet right on the floor next to the toilet. For 5
you ate our edibles were safety edibles, and you ate those just fine.
I ate one and shared it with the dogs. They're still upstairs in the refrigerator waiting for you to come back. I think you forgot about them.
The no bake? Oh, I fucking love the no bake.
I don't know I know the balls are up there. And you got the crispy treats still on. Did those have a cover on them? Or is it just the bag?
Them are garbage then, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, those are up on the fridge still. But the other ones are in my refrigerator waiting for you to get back.
All right.
Ask your mama. Did you get to see the pictures of the puppies, Jess, that I sent you?
I'll remember to go back and look at them. But I don't have... Did you send any new ones?
No, I don't have any new ones yet, but I can the next time I go over. Those are the ones I was holding Chris's puppy.
Oh, yeah.
I was taking pictures for him to see his puppy.
I went ADHD squirrel and then forgot.
No, you're good. She looks like she's gonna be almost a brownish brindle if she keeps the two-tone colors going.
Really?
I haven't seen them since their eyes were open, though. Let me see. I got my phone.
Jessica?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you just talked about ADHD squirrel because I have a friend that has ADHD. He's a very dear friend of mine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And he...
Oh, you weren't talking about me. Well, fuck you too, Cole.
No. I'm just saying that I appreciate that she said she validated that because the same thing happens to my friend is he'll be talking about one thing and then he's off to a totally different tangent. And it's not his fault. It's just his ADHD. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at that little puppy.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is the one that I had picked out for Chris. See how she's got the two-tone brown?
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting so big. Oh. Oh.
Little piglet.
She's heavy. Oh, no, no. She fell asleep.
No, not that one. What was that one?
Yeah, what was that kinky shit?
Tattoos.
Oh.
Oh.
You want to see something funny? Have you ever seen a horse? Oh, you can't see it. A horse bite its bottom lip and stick it out. I don't think you can see it. There you go. So he's sticking his fucking his tongue out. We gave him a butterscotch, and then he looked like he was seizing on us, but he was sticking his tongue out, so we would walk up and pull his tongue, and then he'd stick it back in, then he'd stick it back out and reach his head out. I had a heart attack. I thought I killed the horse.
Yeah.
Hey, shh.
I
can't wait to bring you, Jess.
We are not certain on this Thursday. We've got some, like I said, we got some stuff going on. I'm still medically all kinds of fucked up. Chris
doing better.
But doing better. Falling asleep here and there. Shit's crazy. But getting better.
Sign
in.
Duck.
Why are you guys signing when I'm right here? You can sign in afterwards and then kick me off. Let me finish out.
But we are going to be heading backstage, and we're going to play the outro. Hope you guys stick around for that. If you guys want to make a donation to the channel or whatever, that'll be on one of the older videos. I'm behind schedule on the description. It's been a fucking adventure. Like I said, we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, we're going to have another huge reveal because we've got some fucking crazy stuff happening. Let's just say you'll be seeing this on another platform on coming soon.
Cool.
Couple of us are going to take a trip overseas and do some stuff there, and we look forward to bringing you guys some new content on another platform, and we hope each and every one of you guys watch us there and share it out to your friends. And it's not social media. Oh shit. All right, everybody, be blessed. Laters. Bye. Oh, later.
Bye.
Bye.
HoodBilly life, yeah, we fighting tonight. From the hood to the country, we're shining bright. Grinding and climbing, we're reaching for the sky. HoodBilly life, we're gonna fly. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from. Shit's changed though now. I'm holding on to my roots yet, chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors. Made moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. HoodBilly life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. HoodBilly life, we're moving forward forever. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from. Shit's changed though. Now I'm holding on to moves, yet chasing my roots, yet chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors, made moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. HoodBilly life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. HoodBilly life, we're moving forward forever. HoodBilly life, we're moving forward forever. HoodBilly life, we're moving forward forever.
Here, I guess I'll go back on here.